It's puppet making time! Today we're going to finish up Maxi the Puppet with some eyes and teeth and hair and some clothes so that Maxi the Puppet can be a finished puppet.
Here I'm cutting away the holes to insert the eyes. Sometimes I do this when the paper mache is still on the clay, and sometimes I do it when I've already pulled the paper mache form off of the clay. I almost always use wooden balls for my puppet eyes. Sometimes I make moving eyes, but most often I just glue in wooden eyes, which will be the case here, and paint them. There's other decisions, like teeth. My puppets usually do not have teeth, but I think it is a characteristic that will really mark Maxi as a rat. The other main character, or should I say the main character in this film, will be Aristotle. And Aristotle is a mouse. So I need something obvious to mark the difference between Aristotle and Maxi. So, teeth. This is a collection of real fur that I've had for years. Most of these furs come from jackets and coats that I bought at thrift shops. Often, the price of buying an old coat at a thrift shop and cutting the fur off of it is cheaper than buying a new fake fur. One of the reasons I love using real fur is that the quality of real fur is amazing. The fur doesn't get matted, which is something that can happen with fake furs.
Now, that said, I'm a fan of fake fur as well. Of course, the colors. In the nature, you don't generally find something that's this color. So I like these colors, especially for puppets that I'm making for kids, because they're a little more fun, they're a little more lively. For Maxi's hair, I decided to go with this old alpaca skin. I've had this alpaca skin for a while, and I have no idea where it came from. But it's the perfect fur for Maxi. It's matty, it's ratty, it's raggedy. My first idea was to glue canvas to the back of the alpaca fur skin. The skin was kind of falling apart, and I figured I could strengthen it a little bit and make a sort of wig for Maxi. With the canvas on the back, the fur was too stiff, and I couldn't mold it to Maxi's head. But without the canvas on the back, the skin was just way too dry. The pieces of it kept crumbling into the fur and matting inside of the fur, and it was pretty disgusting. I almost threw the whole thing out and decided to forget about it. But no other fur seemed right to me, so I came back to the alpaca fur. I decided to just cut off pieces of the alpaca fur and glue the ends together with some hot glue. In this way, I made sort of hot glue fur patches. I glued in all of the patches individually. I'm really happy with the way that it came out. So is Maxi.
Yeah. Could I get some clothes and a tail? Could I get a tail?
Here's a tail.
That looks like a cat toy.
No, it's a tail. I made it for you.
Oh,
Here, take it.
yeah, I was hoping for something a little more elegant.